Ladies and gentlemen, the Crew Motorfest is finally here, and I've been playing it for about 2 hours or so, so I'm going to give you my first impressions of the Crew Motorfest. Before we get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe if you are new, as it does help out the channel. But yes, let's talk about my first impressions of the Crew Motorfest. So firstly, one thing I noticed greatly is the vehicles feel completely different from the Crew 2, and they feel so much better. They feel incredible. Most of the vehicles I've used are they feel like I'm playing a mix between Forza and like Need for Speed. That's what it feels like. It's still got that arcadey feel about it, but it doesn't feel overly arcadey where all of the vehicles pretty much feel the same. You can distinguish each vehicle from each other, which is, you know, nice to have in a racing game with over 600 vehicles. And yeah, it's just, I think, a nice breath of fresh air to play this game. As soon as I got into it and as soon as I started driving around, I just felt the difference completely. So if you are looking for a game where the vehicles do feel a lot different, then this game is automatically up there for me. It just feels completely different. It feels so good. I don't know what they changed about the whole mechanics and stuff, but they've had 5 years to obviously build on it, and they've done a good job so far. I've not used obviously every vehicle in the game. I've not used the planes or the boats yet. I've only used the cars. Not even used like the what's it called, the motorsport vehicles or the rally raid vehicles either. I've only solely used street racing vehicles, but they feel good, and obviously I will get into the others as time goes on as well. The second thing I noticed as soon as I played this game is the map. So obviously as soon as you get any game with a free roam, you do want to look at the map. So I looked at the map and I did see the map size is a lot smaller than the Crew 2, but it makes up for it in other ways. So yeah, the map is a lot smaller. It's not exactly the whole of America. We all knew that. We all knew that it was going to be based in Hawaii, so we knew it's not going to be overly massive. But I was expecting maybe a little bit bigger map size, but we got what we got, and it makes up for it with the amazing graphics that this game has. It is genuinely impressive how good this game looks. I'm playing it obviously on a PS5 and I have performance mode on, and this thing looks incredible, from the water to the sky. I think I was in a race and there was a sunset and it looked absolutely stunning. It's incredible. I'll put some photos up of just the whole map in general. It's incredible, but that's one thing I noticed. The map is a lot smaller, but the graphics and the look of the map is incredible. It is one of the best maps, like one of the best graphically pleasing maps I have ever seen on PS5, which is nice to see. And obviously you can drive around and fly or boat around as well, which I am definitely looking forward to, flying around and obviously boating around the whole of Oahu, because it's just a diverse map as well. Like, you've got a city, well, you got like multiple like cities, towns, and then you got like a rainforest, and then you got like a volcano, you got hills, you got mountains. It's incredible. But yeah, the map is gorgeous. The graphics are also very, very top tier. But that is the second thing I noticed, the map size and the fact that the graphics are just incredible. Obviously I haven't played the game for that long. Like I said, I've only played it for about 2 hours or so, but in those 2 hours I have played quite a bit. And the one other thing that I noticed is there isn't as much freedom as the Crew 2. So in the Crew 2 you get given a vehicle and you get to do any event pretty much you want. You have like free vehicles thrown at you left, right and centre. You know, you get like a free powerboat, a free street racing vehicle, whatever. But there is like no restriction to what you can do. All you have to do is level up, and you can just complete them events as many times as you want. You can buy new vehicles in between that as well. It just has some freedom. Whereas with the Crew Motorfest, I felt so far, there's these playlists that you have to complete, and then once you complete them, you can obviously replay them, the events within the playlist. but these playlists give like a story feel, but like a really small chapter. So it's not an overly big story. This game doesn't have a story really. It's just based in these playlists, and within those playlists there are events, and they like sort of create like a chapter, if that even makes any sense. But yeah, within these playlists there are smaller events, and once you complete them events, you can complete the final event, which you sometimes get a car or a reward like crew bucks, crew credits, vanity items, vehicles, stuff like that. And then once you do them, you can then get into the challenges. So it's a very like narrow path of what you can do at the start, and you have to like complete all these playlists to actually go further on with the game. But for some people you may like that because it gives more of a you know, it feels like you're doing something and you're rewarding yourself by completing a playlist. But for me, because I have been playing the Crew 2 for the past 5 years, I have to get myself used to this. And to be fair, it's, you know, it's not the same approach as a Need for Speed game or a Forza game. It definitely has its own approach still with the Crew Motorfest, as you know, participating in events. It's still a good concept. I just need to, you know, get into it properly and play this game more. But they were the 3 things that I noticed mainly in the Crew Motorfest just by playing it for the first 2 hours. Overall, I am enjoying the game and I can't wait to get back into it. But that was really only my 2 hours of game time. I just wanted to quickly make this video and share it with you guys. But if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next video.